Washington. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. This return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Taking a shot on the first play. It is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering why. Why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, 7 to go.
60 Bobcats, 60 Hawks 70, Hawks 18 Rattler. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Makes the connection, this is Jaden Blue. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense, that play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19, 18, Pioneer.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
From the red zone on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. He gets the handoff. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. A pickup of 4. That brings up third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on third and goal?
19, Lions. Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
You've set it downs for him from the 31. First carry here for the rookie out of Texas A&M. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Okay,
following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Come on. Hey. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's incomplete left side. That one intended for Trey McBride. So they're left facing third and long.
Can't cover up much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
19 Lions. Ready?
Daniels throwing on third. This is a heater going deep. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Pulled in at the 20. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Cowboy 80.
Play fake. It's Milton. This is caught by Blue. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys, first down.
Cut 19.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Kevin Pirates.
Here's Milton. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Ready. Hot. Lightning. 18, Warriors 70, 19 tight, 19.
Milton going to throw again here, second and 10. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Here we go, set.
On the give, it's Blue. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Get it. 60 boxes, 60 boxes, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bob, trap 60, trap 60.
To throw, Milton. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Panther 11, Panther 11, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Now Milton to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Go. Ready.
Up the middle, Blue. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. This one's caught. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready. 18. 6.
Milton back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. George Pickens the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Wrapped up on that play by big Quentin Williams.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes out to the left. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Play fake here, Daniels. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
60 boxes.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing on first down, Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
To throw again on second down, Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. Hits his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
First down now, ball at the 33.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions.
Daniels setting up the play action. On the move, headed right. Daniels hit, he lost the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they're going to take over with a little extra space to utilize thanks to that return. So just like that, Brock, a very nice drive. Ends in a whimper from that offense and a real roar from the defense who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said, enough is enough. And I'll tell you, the way they were moving the football offensively, I think you felt it, I felt it. A touchdown was coming, but that defense responded.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's going to line up in the red for this play, back at the 8. So it'll be second and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18, Warrior 70. 19 tight, 9, ready.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Short pass brought in. Still going through the 25. He's racing up the right sideline. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Panthers, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Milton, first and 10. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready.
The third down run with Blue. Second down run produces 7 before they bring him down. Offensive line fast.
70, 19, Lions, go!
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. A lot of space ahead. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Go! Moving 19. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Cowboy 80.
Hand off now from the gun. And finally they're able to bring him to the ground. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to win it, right?
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders make it a 1-score game before halftime. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Wow, down by just a score. A lot of game to go. But look here, it's an onside try. The Commanders think they've got it. Yes, they did. Get it back. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Get it.
Going with Blue here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Now Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys.
Gain of a yard.
And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Okay, ready?
Third down, 1 yard to go.
18, 5 here. Here we go.
Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Seven Pirates. Here we go, here we go. Lightning, 8, 6, Dragon, 60. Go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
You've set it downs for him from the 31.
Ready, streak. Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19. Warrior 70. Let go.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. He rolls to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
7, Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. Turpin with a return. And the dive ends an uninspiring return. They've got some work ahead of themselves.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay,
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Reload.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Milton now. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ready up.
You've set it downs for him from the 31.
19 Lions. Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready up.
Back now, pressure coming. Short pass caught by his tight end. a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
They'll work against the blitz. This is caught by Blue. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Buffalo 18.
Play fake, it's Milton. Caught by his back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. To throw, Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11.
In the red zone on first. This one's caught. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Panther 60.
Well, run this with Blue. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
60 Eagles. With Lions.
Quick pass right side, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Okay.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Blue. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Bronco switch. Ready.
Blue again. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
Commanders 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting at the 10. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
Daniels on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
70,
Here's Daniels on 4th down. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That's Pickens with a catch out right. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
38. Commanders 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Daniels to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
What's a throw at this level? So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Come on. 18 Cardinals, 79 Broncos.
Running back sent in motion.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Daniels. to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So first down from the 41. Again, Daniels to the air. He's got Jalen Lane. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's another Washington first down.
Here we go, here we go.
This one left for Daniels. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the red zone now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, Scott.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He's got it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal. Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the... And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. The Commanders think they've got it. Yes, they did get it back. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
On the set.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
19 tight. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. As the open man downfield. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
He's going to field this at the 2. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready,
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit in that 1st down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in and they are already close to midfield.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The give now out of the shotgun. Here he goes again. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal, and because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
It's a pickup of 26. And now they have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
They're running the option, short side. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And the Cowboys managed to recover the football. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. All set to go now from the 35.
Cup 19. Let's go now. Ready.
The throw is caught. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He brings it in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys grow the lead now to 22 points.
52. Commanders 30.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue, and that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Wilson now from the gun. pass on the crosser. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Wilson with it on first. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Let's see what Wilson has planned here. 2-point try coming up.
The Commanders will line up for the 2.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit.
Commanders 38.
That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense that feels like you can't be stopped, you can't wait to say, ready, right. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
The Commanders think they've got it. Yes, they did. Get it back. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Who gets it? And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 59. Commanders 38.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
Their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5... seconds remaining. Just one last play left in this one.
Okay, ready?
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
To throw, Daniels. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they draw first blood.